Coach Jorge here, and today we're going to cover front and back levers. Do you ever see those skills done and you have no idea how to start and they just seem impossible? Well, come follow me and let's check out these drills. Shoulder health is everything. Definitely start with the band just to start to prep the shoulders. You'll get on your knees. These are just light banded dislocates, really prep the shoulder around. If you're really tight in the shoulders, you could just come up a little higher and then sit back down. But ultimately, you want to be able to stay low, floss those shoulders in these positions, just to really condition that flexibility. After you condition your shoulders and you start to get used to those banded dislocates, then you can really practice your skin to cat. Without a skin to cat, there is no front or back lever. So fundamentals, you want to be able to get all the way up, and maybe you don't have the strength to come all the way back around, but just lower what you can, and then you can step down and come out. That's like a skin to cat eccentric. So you're just coming up and really working that lowering, strengthening, lengthening your bicep. And then when you step down, those rings are nice, they'll loosen up and they'll rotate for your shoulders. When that eccentric get really easy, you can try to make your way all the way back and over. So always start with that dead hang position, pull those knees in, straight arms, stay nice here. You're gonna be a little protracted, and then you'll start to get that retraction, get the stretch, protracted, come back over, head in, and come down. You got to really get in the habit of trying to maximize your range in both directions, because a front lever and back lever is about half that range. So you're only staying about this top half. The bottom half, the more mobile you are. When you fatigue, you're not going to get scared about falling into that extra mobility and flexibility. Another one of my favorite drills is called body levers or dragonflies. You're going to hear the two terms, but there are a bunch of different variations, about 5 very solid variations that if you don't have a straight body yet, you will slowly get there over time. I like to use one of these pads. That little slope here tends to take some pressure off the top of the neck if anybody has any neck issues. So you can go ahead, place your upper back on the pad. You're going to grab the bars with bent arms, and then you're going to come up. That little slant takes the pressure off the neck, and here you can start bent knees, keeping everything tight, lowering the body as one. And then if you're strong enough, you can come right back up the same way. Progression 2, really trying to maximize that lengthening. If you have the strength, come back. Progression 3, get that nice straddle. Progression 4, feet together. And progression 5, if you want to challenge yourself, straighten out the arms. No matter what you do, just make sure that when you're in those positions, you're not arching a lot at the bottom. This is going to tend to put uncomfortable pressure in your back. So make sure everything is nice and engaged and you're really protecting this lower back. Next, here are the same variations there. First, we're going to cover the back lever. So you'll invert. You'll turn the palms towards you. You're gonna lower until your shoulders and hips are in the same line. This is your tuck back lever. From here, you can have your advanced tuck, then single, straddle, or double. But really keep those ribs in, no arching. Next, once you're done and you're feeling really comfortable with back levers, front levers are really good. Here are your variations of your front lever for you to play with. Now, it's gonna take some time to get there, but be patient. It's gonna come. You're gonna invert. Keep those knees tight. You're gonna lower. Variation 1, variation 2, variation 3, variation 4. Now, there's some really important positions in terms of shoulder position and scapula position when you're in both your back lever and front lever. For your back lever, you're gonna be a little bit more internally rotated, more protracted, and depression in the shoulders to really keep that position. In your front lever, it's gonna be a little different where you're gonna retract and depress to keep the weight of the body. So it's a different position of your scapula for both of them. So really pay close attention to it. So that way, if you're wondering why you're not holding it or you're fatiguing out, you can really maximize the position of your scapula.